Hi, everyone, and welcome to Sacred Sessions Ireland. My name is Vicky Flanagan, and I am an intuitive energy worker working with the land of Ireland, visiting sacred spaces, offering healing and support, and then acting as a bridge to bridge the people of Ireland and beyond with the healing medicine that is the land. So today, the theme is Manifest Your Highest Hopes and Dreams with Goddess Ériu. And so we're going to be taking an energetic tour to Uisneach. And Uisneach is located in County Westmeath in Ireland. It's known as Ireland's spiritual centre. It's rich with history, lots of archaeology, mythology. It's a really interesting place. And our meditation last week was embrace true connection with Éire and Míreann of Uisneach. So if you want to kind of know more, we'll dive in a little bit, but if you want to know more depth about the navel of Ireland, which is Uisneach, I suggest definitely going back to the previous meditation that's on the portal now. So Uisneach is a place where, as I said, it's known as Ireland's sacred or spiritual centre. And it holds Éire and Míreann, which in English means stone of the divisions. And it's also commonly known as the cat stone. And it's this large limestone rock. It's about 20 foot high. And it was washed up near the summit of Uisneach during the Ice Age. So it's over 12,000 years old, and it marks the exact centre of Ireland, or the navel of Ireland. So this place, again, rich in history, rich in mythology, and that's kind of the brooch we'll take today. In mythology, Goddess Ériu is Ireland's patron goddess. So this was around the time of the Milesian invasion, like pre-Christian times. So the Tuatha Dannan. When I visited Uisneach, in person, I went there. I made offerings and offered healing to different parts of the land and the beings that live there, play there, and protect the land. And that's usually what I do. I usually go to visit, kind of get a lay of the land, make offerings, and when I come home, I connect in energetically. So I connect energetically to these spaces, and I then see how we can collaborate, if collaboration is possible, what themes and powerful energies are here in those sacred spaces. So when I got home after my trip there, I felt into the energies beneath the cat stone, beneath Éire and Míreann, and I felt like there was an earth spirit, a feminine energy, and that feminine energy, that goddess energy, that earth spirit actually gave me the meditation that we'll be going through at the end of today. So I didn't realize this until a few weeks ago when I was going deeper into my research about Uisneach and mythology, that during the Milesian invasion, so these were like the first Gaelic people to arrive in Ireland. At the time, the supernatural race, the Tuatha Dannan, were kind of living on the land in the country. And Goddess Ériu met the invaders and promised them the land, that the country would be theirs if they named it after her. So they agreed, and the country was called Éire, which in modern Irish or Gaelic is Éire or Éireann, and known in English as Ireland. So with that, Goddess Ériu retreated underground beneath Éire and Míreann, which is also known to be the gateway, the access point to the Otherworld. So the Tuatha Dannan promised with Ériu that they would live in the Otherworld underground. And also Éire's name is meant to mean earth or plentiful. It also could be kind of translated to mean land of abundance. So it's really fitting for today's theme, because we're talking about manifestation. So working with an earth spirit in order to bring about our highest hopes and dreams, and manifesting them in earthly forms, manifesting them in the physical. So with that being said, I want to talk about what it means to manifest from our highest hopes and dreams. There is, especially nowadays in the wellness industry, or the spiritual kind of field, when we talk about manifestation, there can be a lot of, it kicks up a lot in our field, because we're kind of drawn into thinking about what's ego, and then what does higher self even mean, and it can kind of kick up some sort of energetic blocks that we might have, beliefs, thoughts, things that we've learned, our conditioning from growing up or being part of society. So I think it's important, before we get into the meditation, to actually talk about what it is that we're manifesting, and why, and what part of us as humans do we access these desires and these wants that we're wanting to bring into the world. So to do that, I think it's great to look at desire from the perspective of the ego versus the perspective of our higher self. There once was a time where I really believed that ego was desires like money, if you wanted, status or wealth, if you want anything that you wanted around vanity, if you wanted to look a certain way, I felt like that was probably tied to greed, and that would have been ego. And then I also believe that higher self, our highest hopes and dreams, those desires, they would look like peace and joy and, world peace for everyone. So I kind of thought, okay, well, I'm not really that type of a person, because I'm not a saintly person. I'm not someone that does that. And I also don't want to be someone that's super selfish and greedy. So then I'm not going to actually ask for the things that I want. So when you break it down, and I think this will change over time. So, you have my full permission to obviously listen to what I'm sharing. And if it resonates, great. And if it doesn't, again, you got my full permission to just compost it, leave it. Your truth is what matters the most. And it gets to be centered here today. So when we're talking about what's ego and what's our higher self, at the time it was super black and white, and it was misinformed, and it really wasn't helpful. And as we progress as a people, a deeply feeling people, where energy is so important now, it's so important to kind of see how that's evolved over time. So when we look at desire, something that we really want, we're so used to focusing on the physical outcome, how it's going to manifest into our life. And when we think about what we want, we might say, I want a partner, I want a romantic partner, or maybe I want a promotion, or I want money. So if we take the example of money, when you break that down to the reasons why you want money, you might say, well, I want money because it's going to bring me peace. It's going to bring me peace of mind. I'll be able to relax more. And then if I'm relaxed, everybody around me is going to be more relaxed. So I'll probably be happier. Everyone else is going to be happier because I'm happy. And when you break down what it is that you want to the feelings that you believe it's going to give you, then you're getting to the heart of really what you want. So that's just one feeling. Peace, for example. If I have more money, I'll have more peace. So what you're really hoping is you're really wanting peace. And as we cling to the form that's going to come in, money in our head, it actually becomes an anchor for us. We forget that we actually want the peace, and we totally focus on the money. And what do we get? We definitely get a lack of peace. We get more fear, more worry. So before, when I said, I'm not the type of person to pray for peace, actually I am. And actually most of us are. We've just become so used to first thinking about the physical thing that we want. And in this case, I'm using an example of money. But truly what we're asking for is peace for us and for everyone around us. If I have more money, I can give more money. So when you think about it like that, we are the type of people to pray for peace. You don't have to be a saint. You are a human being that deserves peace. Not only that, but our natural state is peace. So that's when you begin to really start to manifest in things really quickly. Because when you already carry the vibration of peace. So when we pray and intend on allowing that peace to manifest in our life and give the universe and our higher self complete freedom to conspire and kind of figure out the best way to manifest that for us so that we get everything we prayed for and more, that's what typically happens. We get more than we thought was possible. And I think that's mainly because of the ego. The ego is the fearful young part of ourselves. And we have to have an ego. Being a human being, it's important to have an ego because the ego protects us, it keeps us safe, it works really hard to keep us from any potential threats or what it deems, threats or dangerous. The ego is quite limiting, it places limitations on us because of that safety factor. It's also fearful, negative. It would run more on the negative brain. And it can kind of keep us stuck or stagnant. So the ego is that young primal energy. And the higher self is the divine spark within each and every one of us. So every single person, every human has a higher self. And that manifests every day. It shows up every day as a gut feeling or as like our intuition. And our higher self is our connection, our direct connection to spirit and the divine. Our higher self is all-knowing energy, it's wisdom, it's peace, it's joy, it's abundance. It is the highest vibration. And we each carry that as our higher self. So it's a part of us, it's a part of our identity. We can never be separate to that. And that's where we're going to move and shift from ego manifestation or attempted manifestation to higher self manifestation. And, we can kind of get caught up in ego without realizing that we are. How you know if your ego is driving your desire or your want for something, it doesn't have to do with what you want to manifest. It's not necessarily egotistical to want money, to want a romantic partner, to want a promotion, to want to go on holiday, to want a new car. Like if it's materialistic, does not equal ego per se. Ego is, and this is when you realize you've been trapped by the ego desire. Ego is, I'll be happy when, fill in the blank. So I'll be happy when I have X amount of money. And what you've done is kind of entrapped yourself in this desire, where if it's not that outcome, you won't have those things that it will give you. You won't have the peace. No one else is going to have the peace. You won't be able to be as generous. You won't have enough time. You'll be stressed out, all those things. So you kind of become trapped in this ego desire. When our desires and our highest hopes and dreams, when they're driven by our higher self, we feel free. And when we're driven by our ego, we feel trapped. We feel weighed down, depleted. Sometimes it gets a lot. It gets like we're drowned in fear. We just don't realize it because it's the lack mentality or the fearful energy that's driving it. So what do we do when we find ourselves in these situations? If there's something that you're really wanting and it's the cause, if the want is the cause of your unhappiness, your lack of peace, your feeling unworthiness, your fear, it's time to surrender it. When we surrender the outcome, when we surrender our fears around it, we can detach from what the manifestation is going to look like and how it's going to show up. We surrender it. We give it away to our higher self and we reconnect to our higher self. I used to think that when you reach a certain frequency, some of the most, well-known meditators and like speakers of different traditions, I kind of believe that they just either didn't have an ego or they didn't have those kind of thoughts that we all have as human beings. But everybody does. And the difference is they all have a routine, a ritual, a practice that keeps them connected to who they truly are, that divine spark that they carry within. So the higher self, you know, in contrast to the ego, the higher self is not like, I'll be happy when I get X. The higher self already is. The higher self mantra, if I had one, would be, I am, therefore I am. Or I am that I am. Not I am when, or when I am. It's I am, therefore I am. So it's connecting our own I am, our inner power, our source, that allows us to access everything that we need, because everything that we need already exists within us. You know, every paycheck, every opportunity, the friendships that we're going to make, you know, the love that we'll get to experience, the places that we're going to travel to, all of that energy already exists within you now. It exists within us now. And it's just waiting for the perfect time to be manifested in our world. When we're committed to growth, when we're committed to our practice of connecting to our higher self, we kind of smooth the way for our highest hopes and dreams in order to manifest, because we're not being weighed down, we're not being anchored by fear and the ego, which is keeping us trapped in the not enoughness. I'll be happy when. So when we're connected to our higher self, we can actually have a lot of fun co-creating with our higher self, because we're taking on a new perspective. We're not in lack anymore. We're not postponing our happiness. We're not postponing peace, joy, abundance. Instead, we acknowledge that we hold all these things, these vibrations already within us now. And the only place that exists is within us now, within that divine spark. And just becoming aware of those vibrations, or the highest vibrations that we have within us, just being aware of them helps them to be manifested in different ways and different forms in our physical world. So it becomes as above, so below, you know, as within, so without. The best way to kind of do that, again, a daily practice that we could have is gratitude. So when we acknowledge the good that we have in our life, when we can be happy with the life that we already have, the life that we've already been given, that's when things begin to shift, because there's no more of that resistance, no more that I'll be happy when. When we send out the want signals, I want this, the universe just keeps sending us back want. Whereas when we send out gratitude, acknowledging the peace that's already existing, the abundance that already exists, the friendships, the love, it just creates more and more. So, you know, everyone knows this at this stage. What you appreciate appreciates. And that's not going to change anytime soon. That's just the law of attraction. You know, Wayne Dyer says, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So it's never about, I need to be worthy to attract this. I need to be, you know, a certain kind of person. I need to be a better person in order to attract this or become this. The best way to do it is to access that already exists in you now. And then the funny thing about the ego is once I have this, then I'll be happy. We think that something outside of ourselves is going to make us happy. And even if we do manifest what we said we wanted, if we don't, within our subtle realm, within our inner reality, believe that we deserve it, then we will just unconsciously or just naturally reject it. We won't be able to receive it, or we won't even see it. We won't even notice it coming up. It won't be in our awareness, because we're so focused on the things that we don't have, or the fact that we don't have it. I also heard Matt Kahn, he talked about when we say, I want this, we focus a lot on the fact that we don't have it. We actually put a lot of worry into not having this thing that we're trying to bring into our life and trying to manifest. And because the universe is always trying to conspire on our behalf and always give us everything that we ask for, because we have so much worry about this particular thing, whether that is money or relationship, or the promotion, whatever it is, the universe kind of senses that there's a lot of stress and worry around it and kind of backs off. It doesn't want to give us any more of that because it's believing that's the thing. Money, for example, has so much stress and worry around it that it's just going to kind of keep it away from us because it doesn't want us to be stressed out. And then we can kind of go into a really fearful state and be, praying and wondering why we're not getting what we've asked for and what's wrong with us and why can't we have these things. So again, our beliefs get perpetuated, and it's a cycle that we're stuck in, and it's a really human cycle. I think we'll be kind of battling with this for quite a long time until we understand energy and until we get into really, really concrete practices where we come back to our higher self every single day. So for today, we will be going through a meditation where we're going to collaborate with the earth spirit, Goddess Ériu, in order to manifest our highest hopes and dreams. So we can do a short exercise now just to kind of set intentions and get a little bit clear on the feelings, the vibrations that we want to manifest into physical reality, into our physical world. So I invite you to close your eyes. And you can even put your hand on your chest or on your heart if that feels good. And just allow what you want, what you're hoping to manifest, just allow that to come into your mind's eye now. And maybe you're picturing a holiday, somewhere really exotic. Maybe you're imagining a relationship, a friendship. Maybe you're imagining more money in your bank account. Or maybe it's just you happy. So you're going to begin to think, how is this going to make me feel when I have it? What's this going to give me? What feelings will it bring? And you can label in your mind maybe peace. Maybe it'll bring you love, to feel loved. Maybe it'll bring you security, confidence. And we live in an impersonal universe, so we don't live in a punishing universe. It's not trying to make you more worthy in order to receive. It's a rebalancing universe. So when we're off balance, the universe will put things in our place, in its place to rebalance us. And sometimes that can mean even a dark night of the soul. Sometimes it means relationships fall away. That's why maintaining our faith and our connection to our higher self is so important. We don't want to fall into fearful thinking, lack mentality, that kind of illusion. We want to be in the world where everything flows. But for everything to flow in the outside world, everything needs to flow in our inner world. Again, as above, so below. When we have desires that anchor us, we're no longer in flow, we're stuck. And that's where the fear really creeps in. So today we're going to focus on how we want to feel, and we're going to allow the universe to get really creative. We're going to allow our higher self that knows us the best, that can see the big picture, is all knowing and wise, to find really creative, fun, beautiful ways for these vibrations, these feelings to manifest in your earthly world, in your physical reality. And I also have a prayer before we get into the meditation from Matt Kahn. So this is his prayer. These are like really powerful affirmations. So if you feel called to, you can close your eyes and repeat after me. From this moment forward, I allow to experience more of the light within me, and I allow it to transform me now. Nothing is in the way of my highest vibration. Nothing is in the way of my highest vibration. And may my highest vibration clear the way, melting away any doubts and distractions, so that I can spend more time anchoring my light, intending my desires, experiencing wholeness of being, and stepping into a new horizon of fifth dimensional spiritual reality. I hereby release and relinquish all worries and necessities of control, to allow all of the abundance, all of the inspiration, the renewal of relationships, and all the beautiful aspects of my new reality that are already here, just like my highest vibration, always present within me. I allow the universe to show me how truly worthy, empowered, and confident, and to show me how brightly I shine. I really like those prayers. And I think that they're such great prayers that we can return to when we do get caught up in the fear and we want to release all worries and like necessities of control, as he says. And to remember that nothing is in the way of our highest vibration. We don't need to become anything in order to receive what is already ours. We're just co-creating a part of ourselves, a part of the divine. So with that being said, let's move in. Let's do some energy work. We're going to get together as a group and take this energetic tour to Uisneach. So find a comfortable spot. I actually prefer to sit up for these meditations because they go pretty deep and it's easy to fall asleep, which is totally fine. If you fall asleep, it's not the end of the world. We know that this work is still working on a subconscious level. So, but if you want to be present and alert, I suggest kind of sitting up straight, maybe having something on your back so you can lean back and be comfortable. Yeah, and then whenever it feels good, you can close your eyes. And let's just take a couple of deep breaths. So we'll take a breath into our nose and out through our mouth. Take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. And one more, in through our nose and out through our mouth. And with your eyes closed, we're going to come together as a group. This is for everyone that's participating in this meditation live or as a recording. We're going to bring us together in an energetic bubble. So let's imagine that there's an energetic bubble around our entire group. And we're going to ground our bubble with an earth cord. So let's imagine a really beautiful cord deep in the earth, maybe a shimmering gold, and allow it to move up through the earth soil to attach to the bottom of our energetic group bubble. We're also going to welcome in universal energy. So let's imagine there is a cord attached to the top of our group container. And this cord is golden light, full of sparkles. And we welcome in universal energy into our bubble. This is like divine love and light, lots of sparkles, highest light resonance, and just allow it to pour into our group container. We're going to welcome in earth energy into the group container. And we're going to set some intentions today. So we're going to set the intention that this is a safe space. We're welcome here today. This is where we get to be in community, but we also get to remain individuated. This is a space of exploration where I get to share my truth, and also your truth is shared and is centered. This is a space where our best self gets to be held and gets to be celebrated. Resistance is welcome here, and it will also be gently released into the earth. This is a space where authentic connection is possible. We can reconnect to the land of Ireland, to the earth, and to ourselves. And we can build our own authentic relationship to the land and the beings that protect the land. So this is a space where respectful collaboration and healing is possible for us and for the land. We ask that whatever is needed for our next breakthrough will happen today, and that we dissolve any blocks to receiving and manifesting our highest hopes and dreams. If there's any personal intentions that you have, you can now set them out now in your mind. Now I want you to bring your attention to your personal aura. So your personal aura is your own energetic bubble that surrounds you. And this is kind of, our aura is like our own magnetic field. It's the bubble that surrounds us. Maybe it's about 3 or 4 foot, all the way around 360. So just get a pulse for how your aura is feeling. If it wants to expand, notice if it's constricted in places. And we're going to welcome up our very own earth cord. So let's imagine deep in the earth, there is this earth cord. Whatever color feels most appropriate. Maybe it's an earthy color, maybe it's that golden shimmer. And just allow the earth cord to move up through the soil and attach to the bottom of your feet. We're going to allow this earth cord to get as wide as your bubble, to get as wide as your aura. And just give your aura full permission to just exhale into the earth. We're also going to call in universal energy. So again, above our personal aura, let's welcome in our very own universal cord, our connection to the universe, divine love and light. And just allow that energy to pour into your aura. Allow it to move through the 7 layers of your aura. And just like the sun, it burns away any energy that doesn't belong to you. Any energy that belongs to others is going to be sent back to its higher self. Let's set the intention. Any energy that is inauthentic to me may now be released into the earth. And just allow your intuition to find any energies in your aura that don't belong to you, are not authentically yours, and just allow them to move into that earth cord. The earth will recycle and compost these energies. And now we're going to recall our authentic energies. So I want you to imagine a symbol that represents your authentic energy. And this symbol can be any type of shape. Maybe it's a seashell. Maybe it's a star. Just allow your intuition to choose whatever symbol feels most appropriate for your authentic energies. And your spirit guides are going to recall your authentic energies from all dimensions of space and time into that symbol. They're going to recall any fragments of your soul or of your identity into that symbol. And your guides are going to update these energies, enhance and bless your authentic energies. Notice what color your authentic energies are, what vibe they are. And now your guides are going to beam them in from the bottom of your feet all the way up to the top of your head, filling in any spaces, any gaps. So now that you're resourced, you're connected to the earth, resourced by the universe, and you are in your own authentic energy, we're going to journey to Uisneach. So as a group, let's imagine that we're moving on to the land of Uisneach. And we're just going to say hello and recognize and witness the beings that live here, that play here, and that protect this land. And we're going to make offerings. So let's walk together over to Éire na Míreann, this large limestone rock at the center of Ireland. And again, we're going to say hello. And we're going to offer our gratitude, our love, and just our acknowledgement to the guardians of this space. So we're going to make offerings. We can imagine the energetic offering of gratitude. The Buddhist tradition is common to show and to offer a whole sky full of flowers. So we're going to offer a sky full of flowers to the guardians of Uisneach, of Éire na Míreann. We're going to introduce ourselves, our name, where we're from, what year it is, what our hopes and dreams are. And we're going to ask these guardians, these spirits, maybe elemental spirit, what do they need from us and how can we support them? And sometimes we hear energetic offerings. They might ask for love and gratitude. And again, we can imagine that we offer a whole ocean of loving energies, of gratitude. And we're going to thank them for protecting the land, the sacred space, Éire. And for the land of Uisneach and the other beings that live here, we're going to offer them a whole mountain of incense. Again, just to show our recognition and our love and gratitude for their contribution and for looking after this place. So we can imagine a whole mountain of frankincense and myrrh, incense, just kind of flowing over Uisneach. And we're going to ask the guardians for their permission to meet the earth spirit below Éire. And as we receive our yes, we're going to allow the earth to open around Éire. And as the earth opens, we see a spiral staircase that spirals all the way down deep beneath the earth. So we begin to descend the staircase. And as we move down one flight, we're getting deeper into the earth. And as we get further down through the soil, beneath the earth, we can feel the energy of this earth spirit, this feminine energy that's waiting to meet us. And it feels nourishing, it feels supportive and safe. And as we take our last step on the staircase, we can turn and we can see lots of room, lots of space deep in the earth. And we can see the Goddess Ériu, this earth spirit energy. And first, we're just going to honor how beautiful this energy is. And sometimes it's easier when we're interpreting energy to imagine that if there's a symbol that represents this energy. So if it feels good, imagine a symbol that represents Goddess Ériu or this earth spirit. Whatever symbol feels most appropriate or wants to come forward. Notice what shape it has. Notice what colors it has. Notice how it moves, if it moves. And again, we're just going to say hello to this spirit, this elemental spirit. We're going to tell her how beautiful she is and honor her, thank her for all of the work that she does for the earth and for the people who live here. And again, we can make those energetic offerings. So we can imagine light and love energy pouring out from our heart, giving love. Again, we can give a whole ocean of gratitude. And we can ask her if there's anything that she needs support with and how can we help her in what she's up to. And just listen with an open heart. Allow your intuition to hear the answer. And we're going to say yes. And sometimes, again, energies will ask for energetic offerings. Other times they might ask for physical offerings, like cleaning up the space, picking up trash. And right now, we're just going to offer what we can energetically. If we ever hear leave, then we respect that and we leave. And once we've supported Goddess Ériu, this earth energy, we're going to now introduce ourselves to this energy. So you're going to share your name, where you're from, if you're a daughter or a son of Ireland, what year it is. And you're also going to share your hopes and your dreams. And you're going to ask this spirit to help you in achieving your hopes and dreams. We're going to ask her if she has any healings or blessings or teachings that will help us in achieving our hopes and dreams and manifesting our hopes and dreams. Maybe just to become a better person. And now we're going to imagine earth energy moving up through that earth cord and allow it to move into our feet. We're going to allow earth energy to move up through our legs and into the base of our spine. We're going to allow this energy center to get as big as it wants to get. This is our first energy center at the base of our spine. And we're going to give it full permission to get as big as it wants to get or as small as it wants to be. And we're going to allow our intention to find any energy that's ready to be released from this energy center gets to be released now into the earth. And we're going to allow ourselves to receive the earth's permission and allow the earth's permission to update our energy center, our right to have, our right to abundance and safety and security. So let's imagine now that the earth gives its permission in the form of energy all the way into our first energy center, the permission to exist. And we're going to allow the earth's permission to exist, to update our first energy center. And not just exist, but the earth celebrates you, is so excited that you're here. And now we're going to allow the earth's permission for you to have hopes and dreams, to manifest your highest hopes and dreams. We're going to allow the earth's permission now to update our first energy center. We're going to allow the earth's energy, the earth's permission to move into that base of our spine, healing and evolving our first energy center. And as the earth gives us our permission to have hopes and dreams, and not just to have them, but to celebrate them. Feel how excited the earth is to manifest your highest hopes and dreams with you. And lastly, we're going to allow ourselves to receive the earth's permission to be abundant, the right to have, to co-create more abundance. So let's imagine the earth's permission moves up from the earth and into the base of our spine, our first energy center. Feeling how much the earth wants you to be abundant, to have all your needs met and more. We're going to allow the earth's permission for you to be abundant, to update and evolve your first energy center. And now that we've evolved this, our first energy center, we're going to work with Goddess Ériu, that earth spirit. So now imagine golden light from the symbol that represents Goddess Ériu. And allow that golden light to move from her into your feet. Allow her to pour this golden light into your feet. And allowing it to swirl, moving up the body, up our legs, all the way into the base of that spine, into our first energy center. And her golden light is upgrading our energy, upgrading our ability to receive, upgrading our energy so that we can receive more abundance, more joy. That's innately ours. Now we're going to allow this golden light at the base of our spine to span as far and wide as it wants to, allowing it to expand across space and time. And this golden light is going to say hello to all of your highest hopes and dreams in their physical manifestation. So you can imagine that this light is reaching out to and saying hello to future partners, partnerships, collaborations. It's reaching out and sending love to the new home, the money you're going to manifest, the friends, whatever it is that you're calling for, to allow that healing golden light to reach out now and let all of these physical manifestations know that you're ready to receive at the perfect time and in the perfect way. And you can see Goddess Ériu, you can see the spirit smiling. You can feel her warmth and her generosity. And just allow her to update and cleanse your system, your first energy center. And now we're going to allow this golden light to begin to move up our energy body into our second energy center, just below the belly button, the sacral chakra. So let's imagine this golden light is swirling around our hips, our lower tummy, and it's healing and updating our second energy center. So this golden energy is so powerful, and like the sun, it burns away any energy that's blocking you, any stagnant energy in this second energy center, any energy that's ready to be released here gets to be released into the earth now. And this earth spirit updates and evolves and heals your second energy center, improving relationships to things, to money, to people, to ourselves. And now this golden light is going to move up into our solar plexus, our third energy center, swirling around, updating, healing, and evolving our third energy center, dissolving any energy that's ready to be released. And our solar plexus chakra asks us if we feel worthy to receive our wishes, our highest hopes and dreams. It asks us, are we enough? And as this question pops up, am I enough? Am I worthy of receiving what I want? We're going to allow any pictures, any moments in time that are popping into your mind that want to come up. Allow those pictures, those moments of time to just sit in front of you. It can be one or two pictures, or you could have a whole mountain of pictures. And we're going to offer these pictures a healing using the elements. So let's wash over these pictures with earth energy. Allow the earth energy to wash away any density, any energy that's stuck or blocked. We're going to wash over with nourishing and soothing water. We're going to wash over with the element of fire. And the fire is going to transmute any cords of enmeshment, any contracts, vows, or agreements that are ready to be completed or cancelled. And it's also going to transmute any karmic energies. We'll bring in the element of wind to offer final clearing. And let's imagine golden cosmic light, and just allow that golden cosmic light to infuse these pictures, allowing them to be completely healed and completed and then burst into light. And we'll bring our attention back to our solar plexus, our third energy center. Again, bringing our focus back to Goddess Ériu's golden light. Maybe it's full of sparkles. We're going to allow it to fill and light up our solar plexus with her healing light. This energy is going to upgrade our system, empower us, increase our sense of self, our self-worth, self-esteem. So that we're ready to receive what it is that we're asking for. And as this energy fills your solar plexus, know that you are enough. Nothing is in the way of your highest vibration. And now this energy, this golden light, is going to continue up the body into our chest area, moving through our heart chakra, down our arms, into our hands. And we're going to allow this golden light to become really still, filling the entire chest area and our heart chakra, around our back, where our lungs are. And we are going to breathe this golden light into every cell of your body, of this part of your body, our fourth energy center. And we're just going to allow this energy center to get as big as it wants to get. Allowing our heart chakra to get as expansive as it truly is. And we're going to set the intention, any energy that's ready to be released from our heart chakra gets to be released now into the earth. And the earth's going to heal and compost or recycle any energy that's inauthentic. And we're going to offer a healing to our heart. So let's use the elements again. Let's wash over with earth energy, washing over our heart chakra, our fourth energy center, washing away any density, any energy that's blocked or stuck. We're going to call on water and allow the nourishing and soothing water to wash over our heart chakra. Let's welcome in the element of fire. The fire is going to wash over our heart chakra, transmuting any cords of enmeshment, any karmic energies, and any contracts or vows or agreements that are ready to be cancelled. We'll also welcome in wind and offer final clearing. And now let's welcome in a whole rainbow of frequencies and allow the rainbow frequencies to pour into our heart chakra, pour into our fourth energy center. And we'll just give our heart full permission to just be totally loved and totally cared for. And we're also going to give our heart permission to ask for whatever it needs and whatever it wants from the earth and from the universe. And this earth spirit, Goddess Ériu, is going to support us in this healing. We're going to ask her to bless our heart, recognizing that our heart beats just as the earth's heart beats. You're one and the same. And we're going to welcome up the earth's unconditional love. After all, the earth is our ultimate mother. And we can even ask, what would happen if I was to love myself the way the earth loves me? What would shift? And we're going to allow this to heal and evolve our heart center. And now let's imagine Goddess Ériu's golden light, full of sparkles and healing properties, allowed to move up into our throat chakra, our fifth energy center, allowing this golden light to begin to swirl around, upgrading our throat, the center of communication, of will, allowing her energy to fill our entire throat chakra, filling it with so much love and wisdom, and understanding that in order to live in harmony and to our highest potential, we must surrender personal will to divine will. Allow her golden light to cleanse your throat chakra, upgrading it, healing, and evolving the center, so you're better able to ask for what you need and to do so with love and wisdom. And now we can imagine this golden light traveling up to the upper chakras, up into our mind's eye, the brow chakra. And just imagine this golden light swirling around our mind's eye, our sixth energy center, cleansing, upgrading, bringing clarity to our highest vision, connecting our intuition with our mind's eye so that we can take the right steps towards our goals and towards manifesting our highest hopes and dreams. Allow Goddess Ériu to heal and evolve your third eye. And now we're going to imagine her golden light moves to the crown of our head, to our seventh energy center, the crown chakra. Her golden light now swirls around our crown and it melds into white light. We begin to see her golden light turning into white light above our head. It's full of sparkles. It's the highest light resonance, divine light. And it expands upwards into the heavens. It expands outwards in all directions around you, allowing you to recognize yourself, your true self, in each and everything that you prayed for, so that you can bring more heaven into earth. And you can co-create your highest hopes and dreams from a place of power. You can do so in a fun way, in a way that creates empowerment for you and for people that know and love you. We're going to allow this white light now to move down the body, carrying this message of our higher self into each of our energy centers, beginning with the mind's eye, and allowing this white light to move down into the throat, into our heart chakra, allowing this white light to pour into our solar plexus, and then into our second energy center below the navel, into our first energy center at the base of our spine, down our legs, our feet, and into the earth. And now we are aligned, mind, body, and spirit. And Goddess Ériu is now going to retract her golden energy back into the symbol. You can imagine that this energy leaves our body and moves into the symbol representing Goddess Ériu. We're going to thank her. We're going to thank her for this healing today, these blessings and upgrades. You can imagine that your heart opens to offer so much love and blessings back to Goddess Ériu. And again, let's bring in a whole sky full of flowers. I like to imagine offering a crystal, a rose quartz, we can even make commitments as a way to offer gratitude and honor. We can make a commitment to Goddess Ériu if that feels really good. So we're going to send blessings to Goddess Ériu. Thank her. And as we leave, we're going to say goodbye for now. So let's refresh our own grounding cord. Let's imagine a brand new grounding cord comes up deep in the earth to attach to the bottom of our feet. We're going to recall our own authentic energies. So let's bring in that symbol that represents your authentic energy. And your spirit guides are going to recall your authentic energies into that symbol, any soul fragments, any identity fragments. And your guides are going to update, enhance, and empower your energies. And then beam them in from the bottom of your feet all the way up to the top of your head. Filling in any spaces, any gaps. And now that we're resourced, we are going to make sure that we collect all of our energy, any energy that might be left behind. We're going to leave no debris. So let's imagine that we gather any of our energy and we're going to start moving up the spiral staircase back up to the surface. So as we ascend, we begin to see the light. We can see Éire, the catstone. And we walk onto the grass again, allowing the earth to close behind us. We're going to thank the catstone, Éire, for protecting this area, for marking this area, for its presence and importance. And we're going to bless it. So let's imagine we send blessings to this limestone rock, Éire. We can wash over with universal energy, earth energy. And we're going to thank the guardians. Again, thanking them, showing our love and gratitude. And we're going to bless them. And again, we're going to make sure that no energetic debris is left behind. So let's imagine wind moving from the east to the west. And this wind is going to sweep through Uisneach, deep beneath the earth, along the surface, just gathering any energetic debris, anything that we may have left behind. And the wind is going to carry it off to be recycled by the universe. And as we end our tour, we're going to come back into our group container. And we're going to intentionally send back each other's energy. I now send back all energy that does not belong to me, and I send it back with love to all people, places, and things. We're going to recall our authentic energies one more time. Our spirit guides are going to recall our authentic energies and bless them, heal them, update them, and then beam them in from the bottom of our feet all the way up to the top of our head. We're going to thank the earth for its insights, support, and wisdom. We're going to thank the universe for its contributions and for all its love and support. And we're going to thank our spirit guides for guiding us and blessing us. So we'll send blessings to our guides, to the earth, and to the universe. And just as we bless them, they bless us right back. And we're going to allow this healing energy, the big work that we just did today, we're going to send it back in time through our lineage. For any ancestors or people from our family that would like to be free, that would like some of these reference points. We're going to allow this energy to heal our present time. We're going to allow this energy to reset our self-concept and identity. Imagine that we hit the reset button on our belief structures and our reality. And we're going to allow this work that we did today to update and evolve our relationships and how we move through relationships. Let's send this healing energy forward in time so that we are matched up and aligned with our highest timeline. And now let's just send this healing energy that we cultivated today in this group. Let's just send it out to any being that also wants to experience itself in love and peace and abundance, and know how to co-create and manifest that now. Any being that wants to be free. We can share these templates and healings and frameworks. Nice. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the video. That was a lot of work. We updated and healed and evolved our entire chakra system. We released programming, past experiences rooted in trauma, unworthiness, not feeling good enough. And we also updated our first energy center so that we can actually receive the things that we asked for. So we did a lot today. We are now in more alignment, and I'm really curious to see how you feel, what happens after this, if you're able to manifest your higher self in physical form and in many different forms. So if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out by email or on social media. And if you would like to share a story of manifestation after this, or how you felt, or give feedback, I'm always open to that as well. So really excited to hear that too. And as we've gone over, I'm going to end the video now, but again, you're more than welcome to reach out by email. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.